Hello and welcome to the Boys Upstairs Show. This is the Packers versus the 49ers.
Woo!
The Packers shocked the world this past weekend in Dallas. Shout out to the Packers fans who watched the show. Packers are going to San Francisco this weekend, really Santa Clara. Some big spreads for the one seeds this week. The Ravens and the 49ers are both minus 9.5. Totals 50.5. We'll give it to our resident AFC or NFC North member, Sam Massaro.
So the Green Bay Packers, and especially their fan base, like to think that there's some godforsaken, just like higher authority that is no one ever likes them, no everyone doubts them, and they're just one of the best teams in the NFL. You know what? The reality is you guys have won one Super Bowl in the past fucking 25 years with 3 Hall of Fame QBs. Yes, Jordan Love is probably going to the Hall of Fame because that's just how shit works out in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
That is how it works out.
Wherever the fuck Green Bay, Wisconsin is, in that frozen-ass tundra up north in Wisconsin, and you cheesehead motherfuckers all think that you're so great because, we own the team. We have Lambeau Field. No one can ever be like the Packers.
Well,
the reality is 40 years and you win 2 Super Bowls.
Brett Favre's a dick.
Congrats. Brett Favre, known welfare respecter, loves the residents of Mississippi.
Don't sue us.
Yeah, don't sue us. Disclaimer, do not sue us. There is no accusations being tossed there.
Still a dick.
You guys have a good structural organization. You develop players well. You develop quarterbacks well. It's always been that way, and it probably always will be that way. And you go into Dallas last week and get a gift against the most notorious playoff chokers of all time, where Mike McCarthy and his balloon head with his 50,000 plays that he's got on that whatever book he has with him.
It's Mike.
No one understands. And then you got Dak Prescott missing reads, throwing picks to everyone, and Jordan Love's the second coming of Christ, whatever. Yeah, okay, I'll give it to you. Jordan Love's good. He's played pretty great. The guys were wide fucking open the entire game. Dan Quinn was smoking farts through a bong. It was he was out of his mind. And the fact of the matter is the Packers are going to cover plus 9.5 this week. It's sad, and it's going to happen because that's just what Green Bay does. And I don't think they're going to win. I think the Niners are a lot better than the Cowboys, and I think Kyle Shanahan is a lot smarter of a coach than Mike McCarthy, and they're going to figure out a way to disrupt this Matt LaFleur offense. You get Christian McCaffrey, best player in the NFL. I don't really think that's a discussion at this point. You've got playmakers. Green Bay, and whoever's watching this, to the Green Bay fans in our mentions, telling us about how we don't know ball and we're casuals and we're the mainstream media. That is nothing further from the truth. We are as far as it gets from the mainstream media. We are the truth. And shame on all of us for ever believing in the Cowboys that they could do something special.
I don't like how they pull off the impossible and they're fucking blaming us. Like you pulled off.
Nobody thought that they were going to win. You didn't think they were going to win either.
First of all, it's the Cowboys. Everyone in their mind knew the Cowboys were going to do something stupid eventually. So don't blame us. This is your fault, all right? Green Bay, go to the one Walmart you have in town, buy a cheese head for $7, and then go call it a day and go drink at the pub. All right? And watch Brock Purdy new to your franchise by beating you by less than 9 points. And then, hey, you guys, at the end of this weekend, you'll have the banner that you have every other fucking season except the 2 Super Bowls in the last 40 years you have. We beat the Bears twice, and we made a couple cool wins, and we got knocked out in the playoffs. So there's that. That took so long, but
that was beautiful.
Fuck Green Bay.
Fuck Green Bay.
The Packers fan base, they have a right to be devoted. I don't know if you know this, but
I know this. You're talking to the wrong guy.
Fans of the Green Bay Packers are stakeholders. They're shareholders of the team.
That's
they have a vested interest in the success of their organization.
They sure
with that being said, 9.5, whether you're talking points, whether you're talking inches, that's way too much. Way too freaking much. I mean, 5.5 is the most that I'll ever see, that I'm comfortable. Here's the deal. 9.5 points with giving that to the Packers. I think when you have a team they're just happy to be there, let's be honest. Were the Packers the least worthy team to be in the playoffs? No, that would actually be the Pittsburgh Steelers. But are the Packers probably the second least worthy team? Yeah. And they proved everybody wrong by absolutely mushroom stamping the Dallas Cowboys. Using a lot of penile references here. Apologies. With that being said, Give me the Packers plus 9.5. Like I said, they're happy to be there. They're going to be flying around. I'll take the over 50.5 as well, just because I think this Packers team, they're playing with house money right now. They got every single rookie who's under 23 years old. God doesn't even have a 401k yet. I mean, these dudes are playing out of their minds. Give me the Packers plus 9.5, over 50.5. Book it.
If Kirk Cousins didn't blow out his Achilles, you wouldn't even be in the playoffs. If the Bears had a competent play caller, you wouldn't even be in the playoffs. And if the Minnesota Vikings didn't start Jaron Hall and stuck with Nick Mullins in that Sunday night game, you wouldn't even be in the playoffs. Have fun playing the Niners where this is what's going to happen. Fireworks show. The Niners might hit the over themselves.
How did you do that?
This is going to be over at halftime. Everyone says Jordan Love. Oh, here's what I'll say about Jordan Love. He had the best playoff game by a Packer in the last 5 years. So, I mean, good for him. I mean, shout out Aaron Rodgers and all the hard drugs he's doing now. But I mean, listen, here's the deal. Jordan Love is going to play awful. He's going to get pressured a ton by Chase Young and Nick Bosa. Fred Warner is going to be going sideline to sideline. I think this is going to be an ugly day for the Packers. Yes, you won your Super Bowl a week ago against Dallas. Congrats. Yeah, as a result, your draft pick's now worse. The Niners are going to win by, if the spread was 19.5, I would still take the Niners. They're well rested. Kyle Shanahan's been drawing up this script of plays for weeks. This is going to be ugly. Niners, big, lock it in.
All the fans in the comments trying to back their team up just because they pulled off the impossible. Well, do it again. Do it twice so we know it's real, and you won't. Because the Niners are well, like Jake said, they're well-rounded on defense. Aaron Jones isn't going to have holes to run through. This Fred Warner is unlimited on the defense. We could go on and on about who they have. This isn't a beat-up team. They're well-rested. They got Chase Young, Nick Bosa. It's insane to even think about. 9.5, like Jake said, this spread was 14 to 15. I'm still taking it. I don't think the Packers have a chance. They're beat up. These are young guys. They just had a game, and I don't think they're going to be able to turn around first year. This is their first playoff year. Like Martin said, they don't even have 401ks. They don't know. This is their first go around. So they don't fucking know about second weeks in the playoffs. This is their second week in the playoff at all. The 49ers are going to come out and they're going to lay out points. And honestly, for my concept of what Green Bay looks like, it's a stadium with a bunch of houses around it. I don't even think you guys have a parking lot. This city might be worse than Cleveland, honestly. And that's hard. That's hard to do.
That's a good debate. Cleveland versus Green Bay. Where would you rather live?
That's what I'm saying. That's hard to do. This city might be worse than Cleveland. So Niners by 1 million.
First of all, I just want to say that we've been very harsh on Green Bay. Shout out to Matt LaFleur, Jordan Love, and the Green Bay Packers for going into Jerry World. And, I think that they were, 7.5-point dogs going into that game. Cowboys had won 16 straight at home. None of us picked the Cowboys on the show. So shout out to the Packers for proving all of us wrong. However, last year, 49ers, first game of the playoffs, wild card weekend, they played the Seahawks at home. They were 9.5-point favorites in that game. They're 9.5-point favorites in this game. And I feel like the 49ers at home are probably the best team at home. I know that the Cowboys had won 16 straight before that, but I had never been a Cowboys believer. I know that I picked them last week. That hurt me to do that. In this game, the 49ers minus 9.5 is not enough points, in my opinion. I think the 49ers are going to take care of business. A little data here. 11 of the San Francisco 49ers' last 12 wins this season were by double digits. That's insane. 49ers are really good. 49ers have a lot of weapons. 49ers have a lot of weapons on defense. 49ers have a good distributor of the football at QB. And I think in this game, they're going to win by at least 10 points. I'm not going to touch the total, just the 49ers.
The Aaron Rodgers sloppy seconds got lucky. Not lucky. They played a great game. Shout out to them. They played a beautiful football, but they absolutely outcoached the Cowboys. Now they're playing Shanahan, so they're not going to outcoach the 49ers. Not only did they outcoach the Cowboys, but the Cowboys are playoff chokers, and everyone's known that. And the 49ers are literally the team that takes you out every year. This is the same cycle. Doesn't matter if it's Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference. 49ers are taking out the Packers. 9.5 doesn't seem like enough. I'm taking the over 2 points scored. Even if San Francisco blows them out, Packers are putting up points. They've had a couple bad games, but who hasn't? There's no reason the 49ers should lose this game. Their Defensively, they're hounds. They're going to be going after Love all game. Green Bay will be in Cancun with everybody else in a week. 49ers are going to backwards waltz to the Super Bowl with their eyes closed on one leg. Fuck Wisconsin, fuck Green Bay, fuck the Bucks, fuck everything about it.
Fuck Green Bay.
Fuck Green Bay.
All my homies hate Green Bay.
Hey, like and subscribe.